Hello, my name's Maria. I am a licensed massage therapist, a certified colon hydrotherapist, and a quantum biofeedback practitioner. What has led me into all these different disciplines? Well, basically, I've had to heal myself. And 21 years ago, I was told that I couldn't do that when I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, and irritable bowel syndrome, all at the same time as a young person. And as a young person, it was very difficult to have all those things happening to my body, and basically my world came crashing down. Everything that I had been doing and had aspired to do was pretty much gone, as far as being able to accomplish things that I had looked forward to doing and participating in things that I enjoyed. I had a very, very bad case of all three of the things I just mentioned. And when I went to the doctor, they didn't really know what was wrong with me. And chronic fatigue and the related issues were really not known at that time as a real disease or illness. And I was basically told some very funny things. I was told that it was all in my head. I was told that I must have arthritis because I was hurting. And so I was sent to be poked and prodded by other doctors and such, and that wasn't the issue. And I was also told that the doctor didn't believe me. He waited till I was alone in the room. And my mother at the time had to leave the room, and he was going to ask me some questions, and he says to me, he believed that I was sneaking out with a boyfriend in the middle of the night and not sleeping during the night, and so that's why I was tired. And I assured them that wasn't why I was tired, and he didn't believe me. So I wasn't sneaking out with a boyfriend. I didn't have a boyfriend. Even if I wanted a boyfriend at the time, I was exactly too tired to even consider having a boyfriend. So the whole thing was ludicrous. So anyway, I was also having huge welts on my legs, were black and blue, and ended up going to the emergency room because my veins were popping. They were literally bursting under the skin, and they were forming these black and blue welts. And the doctor there didn't know to tell me either. Now, he was an emergency room doctor, and he told me that when he looked in his book in the back room, that the only thing he could find is that I was allergic to the outdoors. So I guess I couldn't go outside anymore, which I wasn't doing that either at the time. I was very tired. I was in bed 22 hours of the day. So I have come a long way, and I've had to really learn a lot of things on my own because there weren't a lot of answers. Now, I did end up going to a specifically chronic fatigue clinic that was situated in Seattle, Washington, and that's in Harborview Hospital. And they diagnosed me with the chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, and irritable bowel syndrome. But beyond the diagnosis, they were basically, at least at the time, just studying it and trying to understand it better. And they really didn't have any cure. So there was the diagnosis, but no cure. And that's a difficult thing for a young person, especially with their whole life ahead of them, and to just be told that your life will never be the same. So I wasn't willing to accept that as an answer. I believe that the body can heal itself, and I still believe this. But back to my story, I've gone on to have a fairly normal life. I do have reduced energy at times, and I know how to manage it. However, within the last few years, I've been having other issues, and being that I do biofeedback, I was able to see what those were and really look into that. Basically, what has happened is the viruses that I had when I first started out with all of this have been in my spleen, and my spleen has been fighting and fighting, and it has swollen, and so now it is swollen to the point and caused so much basically the spleen is swollen and become larger, so now the veins underneath are constricted and have caused liver damage. So this has caused liver damage that if I went to a regular doctor, they would say, well, it's irreversible. Well, again, I don't believe that. And if I would have been told something about it before, I would have been doing something about it. But again, I have a new opportunity to say I can heal myself. So I've done my research, and I've found the Gerson Therapy. And that's why I'm here today. I'm here today because I want to help others that are having these same issues. I know that if I had been told some things, I would be doing things differently today, and I would have focused myself on healing. The nice thing is many people have been healed, cured of chronic fatigue syndrome with the Gerson Therapy method of healing. So what I'm going to do for myself and for you is I'm going to share with you my journey through this therapy. I'm going to tape various portions of it. Now, I went on it a few days already, and I'm already seeing amazing results. I've been having ascites in the abdomen. That means the swelling of the tissues and just kind of lumpiness, edema. And it means liver failure in the areas where it's at. So it's pretty scary. In just 2 days, I've seen a reduction of at least half of this ascites already. I've already been passing stuff that out of my body that smells like roadkill, and other stuff. Like, another funny thing that happened was I've been having a lot of pain and constriction in my shoulder and in my upper back, and I knew that it was an acupressure or acupuncture meridian, but I kept having my husband work on it and massage it and do different things, and it just kept coming back and kept hurting. And all of a sudden, when I was going through these various things I just mentioned, I started feeling kind of like a flapping in the area. The only way I can describe it was an opening or a flapping in that meridian area. That line of energy was literally like zzz, 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 and then it opens up. And it's been better since. So I look forward to sharing my adventure in this therapy, and I completely believe that it is very possible for me to have a normal life. I know that I can heal myself through nutrition and through common sense and through following this diet and therapy until I get through it, and then going off of it slowly. I know that this will work because it's working already. So I'm going to invite you to share with me in this journey, and I appreciate that you'll also share with me if you have things that are helping you in your journey of healing, and you're going to share with the community as I'm sharing as well. So this blog is for that purpose, and I am very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to becoming better every day. So thank you so much for being with me, and I'll talk with you later. Thank you, friends.